1937, from Benin, Nigeria to the British Museum, and now inside the British Film Institute BFI. Come, trace and discover African heritage through film. Invasion 1897, an expression of African culture and heritage. There was looting, maiming, destruction, invasion, and indeed deposition of the last king of Africa, Oba Ovoramen Ogbaisi of Benin Kingdom. There will be Q&A with the director, Lancelot Odua Imaswe, Rudolph Walker, Charles Chucky Venn, Hannah Reese Felston, Anika Lofty, and many more. Date Saturday, 7th February 2015. Time 1 p.m. Venue, British Film Institute BFI London SE18XT. Ticket £6.50. Call box office 0207 928 3232. Partners. See you there.
Let me remind you, King, that the land that drinks my blood shall be burnt by hell and fire. Yadile!
of scholars have done studies on African art history with Benin. Yours is particularly interesting, though. You see, you would be required to decode and analyze some of the encrypted messages on those works. Let me give you an example. There is a stool that is referred to as the telegraphic stool, so called because when Oba Obaramwen was banished by the British to Calabar from 1897 to 1914, this stool was used to send messages to him from Benin without the colonial administration knowing.
That's interesting.
Egypt developed the art of writing. The African tribes did not write at that time. However, they developed another form of recording history. Today we call this art, but to them, the Benins, this was not art as we know it. This was the library of its time, the means by which knowledge itself was passed on to the next generation and the next and the next. When the Benin Empire was looted by the British in 1897, they lost all their vital historical records.
Hey, what's wrong? Since the lecture, you've hardly said a word.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just can't help but think about what the professor said. He was talking about my people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have one of these?
It's personal.
Where did you get it? Did you steal it?
What?
This artifact.
What are you talking about? This artifact was given to me by my granddad on my first trip to Benin, where I come from. It's all I have left of him. There's so many more, but they're all gone now.
This is the section of the museum that hosts the artifacts from the Great Benin Empire. Please do have a look and try not to touch the glass if you can.
Justice all the way. To me, this is the most celebrated case ever. This is Julia reporting from Fever TV. Didn't you know you were committing a crime when you got arrested?
I haven't committed a crime.
Stealing not a crime where you come from.
I'm not a thief. I didn't steal anything.
Do you understand the charges brought against you?
Yes, my lord.
How do you plead?
I am not guilty, my lord.
do you deny the crime of attempted robbery?
Your Honor, now according to your Theft Act of 1968, a person is guilty if he dishonestly appropriates the property of another with the intention of dishonestly depriving the other of it.
Please explain why you feel they do not apply to you.
What I did was not stealing. I was attempting to return back lost property. Stolen property, actually. Stolen by the colonials over 100 years ago. Your Honor, if you were to suddenly find your wig and robe missing, and then on your way to court this morning, you found them in the place of another, would you not take them back?
Of course I would, but that is a completely different matter.
But my lord, is that not theft, then?
We are not here to discuss a hypothetical situation. We are here to discuss what you did, or tried to do.
My lord, please. We are talking about your robe and wig, my lord.
My robe is my robe, and that is an end to it.
The artwork is mine, made by my people. It belongs to them.
The artwork belongs to the museum from which you tried to take it.
No, madam! Yes, the piece was in your museum. Yes, it has been there for over 100 years. But that does not change the fact that it does not belong in your museum. It belongs to my people. And it was taken from them. And if you can prove that these artifacts were given and not taken, then I will happily plead guilty. But I know that is impossible. Justly invaded my people in the year 1897!
Since J.B. Dunlop patented his rubber tire, the demand for rubber in Europe has expanded dramatically.
Okay.
And here, God has deposited the greatest number of rubber trees, just waiting for us. This mission carries with it a lot of political baggage.
I understand.
And this king, Oba, carries a lot of political weight. He is their political head. And his influence extends far beyond his boundaries.
That's right.
So if he signs a treaty,
Yeah?
that is it.
Oba, I need to see my father at once.
My prince, the Oba is in call with the chiefs. Please, come sit and wait for him.
I cannot wait! Alert him of my presence at once!
My prince.
Okajogbe, it is life and death. I will need to speak with my father, the king.
We come to you in supplication. We cannot tell what the wicked boast. We see them dance the dance of evil on a candy. It frightens the child. It confounds the adults. Gods of our fathers, move away. Move away from our domain, these evil elements. that hover around the princess. Fear not, son. Whatever the wood insect gathers, it carries on his head. The gods are by us.
Yes, sir.
Gods of our fathers, who has done this to us?
Hey! Hell! Your Majesty, the city is empty, Your Majesty. Man, woman, young and old, you were struck with a mighty gale, heavier than the steel works of Uleme.
What are you speaking of? What is happening to my people?
It was just cold, my lord. It was just cold. And before we could fetch the herbs in the little bush behind the house, it has become a nagging headache. And now,
what is happening? Haven't we made enough sacrifices? When the earth, wind, fire, rain conspire to undo the peace that my ancestors promised me, then it is time to extract solution from the bosom of Ogu.
I suggest we apply the same strategy as we did against King Jar Jar. We take him out and annex the city.
It's not that simple. The British need to operate here in an atmosphere of peace and trust. That's why a treaty is the best approach.
A treaty? I'm afraid it will simply be impossible whilst this king is still around.
One must weigh up a lot of factors before one takes any action against Overami. The loyalty of the people to their king is unquestionable. That's something the British must learn from these so-called savages. That's why they are the only ones still standing.
What shall we do then? The king probably can't even read the treaty, let alone honor its agreements.
Well, I intend to be diplomatic, Hamilton, and earn their confidence.
Reveal yourself. The smoke reveals the fire. In the names of all the gods of the kingdom, reveal yourself. Show!
It's uphill, yes! Yes!
King Dubois, son of Adolf, you have picked an irreversible destiny.
Is that why my people are dying of mystery ailments?
Ogyubu will do anything to unsettle whoever he chooses to.
If the gods chose to be unkind to me, let them at least spare my people.
The destiny of the king is intertwined with that of his people. The reason you are king is because there is a people.
Let the gods handle me as Idubowa.
Idubowa no be Adolo. The gods are with you. The enemy is at the door. You are about to pay the price of the fame you so seek. You are by your fall going to be known in all the worlds, rated by Osalodua. Your kingdom will survive, but not before the reign of Tyre. However, caution, caution will see you through.
We'll take a rest here. Tell the boys to put the tents up. Hey, Bokan.
Master.
You'll take a message to Overami. Tell him Consul Galway is approaching Benin. And tell him we come in peace and friendship.
My father.
Why do you force dawn on the king's sleep?
The matter I bring before your greatness may banish the sleep we so covet. I could not sleep last night, father.
You could not sleep. Are you well?
My health is sound, father. But my mind is disturbed.
What disturbs the mind of the princess of Umogun?
A message came upon me in a dream.
A dream?
I saw your chiefs.
No!
Chiefs were screaming. And you just stood there, father. Unmoved.
No!
As the fire advanced towards you. And I screamed. And fear got me. And I woke up.
Sons of our fathers, my people, how are they faring?
Your greatness, it is an uneasy calm. No one knows what to expect.
Has Ogiowo stayed his hands? Or fresh morning still rents the air?
None since the shadows stood on our feet.
Your Majesty,
Eyebokia is here.
he has a message from the big white man in Sapele.
What is your message from the white man?
Your Majesty, the big white man from Sapele elects me, Eyebokia, to inform his greatness that he intends to enter Benin.
Benin?
Oba Yuwana,
Hey, yo!
you and Oba Seki must ensure that the white man enters Benin safely.
It shall be as ordered, Your Majesty.
Ezamo,
Majesty,
yours it is to protect the empire from external aggression.
it shall be done, Your Majesty.
Eyeboki, you have been with the white man for a while now. What do you think this visit portends for Benin?
My lord, I'm just a message bearer. Whatever it is that the white man crafts in his mind, I cannot tell.
I am sure you can speak the language of the white man by now.
Only but a little, my lord.
Okay, now that little, is it enough for you to conjecture what plans the white man has for my people?
Your Majesty, the big white man appears a simple, peace-loving man. But his deputy, I cannot vouch for. His anxiety over things doesn't portray a man who thinks before he acts.
Sorry, Onazebi. Sorry.
Very well then.
Umogun atokpe.
Yes, sir.
Oshodi,
Umogun atokpe.
Yes, sir.
tell Okaviogbe he must take some men, go with Eyebokian, and lead the white man to me.
Atokpe Umogun.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Your Majesty, this is the final product from the rubber trees you have in your kingdom.
The ones you are after.
Well, Your Majesty, yes, that's correct.
And what is that?
This is a portrait of our gracious Queen, Queen Victoria.
You say this is your queen, your ruler?
Yes, Your Majesty.
What does her husband do when she is ruler over your people?
Well, unfortunately, Your Majesty, the husband is dead.
Oh. My condolence.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I'm curious. Is it that there is no man in the whole of Britain to sit on the throne of his fathers? That his wife has to be your ruler?
Well, Your Majesty, in our tradition...
Never mind. Is that all?
Well, no, Your Majesty. There's this important document. This contains the Articles of Understanding that you must sign to enable the activation of British protection of your kingdom.
Is that all that is in the document?
Well, Your Majesty, if you will allow, I will read it to your hearing. Article 1. Her Majesty, the Queen of Great Britain and Ireland, Empress of India, in compliance with the request of the King of Benin, hereby undertakes to extend to him and to the territory under his authority and jurisdiction her gracious favor and protection.
Stop! Go no further. For 400 years, Galloway, my fathers before me traded and dealt with a white man. 400 years. The French, the Portuguese, the Dutch.
But,
I am not impressed. Your queen seems so fervent about destinations, forgetting that only a journey will take her there.
If I may understand, Your Majesty.
If the very first article in your treaty is based on false claim, I need no oracle to tell me what the end will be.
But, Your Majesty, this is standard practice in all treaties.
If it is standard practice for you to lie, I will none of it. Yes, to think that I nearly put my mark on that document.
But, Your Majesty, the protection of Great Britain will be of immense value to you and your people.
Look at me. What do you see? I am spirit! Spirits don't need protection. Spirits protect others. If I must trade with a white man, we must do it as equals.
Remember the admonitions of Obio.
And what has that got to do with this?
We still do not know who the enemy is, Your Majesty.
If you wish, put a mark on the document. Call it my mark. But Overame will not trade in deceit.
Oh, Your Majesty. We can deal with these people. But first, we must sit with them and extract from them a promise of trust.
Trust? The being I see, as their skin lack color, so do their bodies lack a truthful soul. I knew it.
knew it from the very first word that proceeded out of their mouth. I knew them.
But how would you not know it, Your Majesty? Are you not a direct descendant of Ogiso? Agbare no yolokun. Ekwa bonola. Ayemire. Emini.
Umogu atokbe. Obaseki.
Uto yokpe omo dugie.
Ise. Obaseki. I choose. You shall be our eyes, our feet in dealing with the white man.
My lord, I shall forever be grateful for this honor Your Majesty has done me. Mr. Gallo.
Yes, Chief.
It is a relief to see our Oba climb down from his anger. You really angered him.
I'm sorry about that, but this is the essence of our meeting here today. We will discuss the treaty and come to a compromise. Anything you find offensive in the treaty, we will either rephrase it or expunge it completely.
Expunge. That is all right. We will put our mark on that document. On behalf of our people. But you, Mr. Gallo, you must go and expunge every offensive bit of that document.
Yes, well, I promised we will do that.
Your queen cannot be offering us protection.
Awa, you. As a matter of fact, Edo Isiagbon. Ayi mo ne be la dia. Area.
John. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Wa mo gungi. Wa ma ye be.
Good.
Oba Tokpe.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
That is the story of the tortoise.
Your Majesty.
Words have it that the Udezi of Akure has declared his independence.
Words, Okariwe. Words.
Your Majesty, my spies do not fail me. He has even fashioned Ada Anebe and plans not to pay tribute at the next Igwe festival.
See how men forget. See how men forget so soon. Just because the tiger has a headache does not mean the antelope can dare him. Kariobe. Instruct Okpele to take some men, march on Akure tonight, and bring me those cursed swords of state he has made to spite us.
Do you believe he'll honor the terms of this agreement?
I have no reason to doubt. The chiefs were committed.
Then why didn't the king sign it himself? Phillips and I believe he does not intend to honor any of it. We should give him the Jar Jar treatment.
No. I do not believe that he would dare to provoke the might of the British. And whilst I am here, you can tell Phillips we will take this matter my way.
Yes, sir.
How is the trade with the white man going?
Trade is going well, Your Majesty. In fact, I have been to Sapele. I have even been to Warri. The object of our trade is changing. And we have to change
Oh, change is good. We only do hope that our need for change is serviced by love for our fatherland.
My lord, I hope you still do trust me.
Trust, Obaseki, trust is the first mobility to disappointment. What we ask is duty. Obaseki. Ago! What is your duty to our fatherland? I see a turbulent distance because we are detouring from our duty.
My lord, I must confess. My head is turning.
Oh, don't let it turn. Don't let it turn. The white man has been supplanting our authority. We fix a price for our product. They impose a different one.
Those white men, I never trusted any one of them.
The white man is encouraging your vessels to undermine your authority.
Wow.
Imagine the people of Agbo trading trouble with our own traders.
Is that the spirit of the treaty you signed with the white man? Where is Obaseki? I put him as our eyes, our hands, and our legs in dealing with the white man. Why does he allow them to supplant our authority?
Obaseki calls it diligence. He says he's only be diligent in his dealings with the white man.
I am not questioning his diligence. I am questioning the honesty of the white man.
Oh.
My blood boils. I'm yet to understand how the white man can ever benefit my race. The white man is an omen that bodes no one any good. I have decided not to honor the treaty I never signed in the first place. Osodi. Tell Okaviogbe, I hereby place a ban on external trade. All markets are shut down forthwith.
It shall be done as you have decreed, Your Majesty.
The Oba has issued a decree that all external trading ceases forthwith. No Benin trader should be found trading with the Ishakiris, Ijo, Urobo, most especially the white men. Those who have ear, let them hear.
Hamilton, you know we have to do something about the overbearingness of the King of Benin. He's scaring the life out of the Jakri, the Sobos, and all the other tribes.
Maybe, but the consul will make a decision on that.
But Hamilton, the consul has not got the guts to do anything about that. The king, he ordered the raid on Agbo and the killing and the capturing of people, probably for his fetish human sacrifices.
Really?
The conundrum posed by the white man and the seeming lack of faith in our chiefs.
Perhaps, if I may suggest, my lord, they would need some reassurance from you.
Why would they suddenly lose faith in their king?
The murder of Uwanko is still fresh, my lord. And your first reaction to obtain justice will be indelible in their mind.
They should know that it is so. Anyone that raises his hand against divine, constituted authority, it's like raising that same hand to hit the rock. They know what that means.
Naime, my lord, my owner, you will have to soften in some areas. The chiefs, I am sure, do not want to incur the wrath of the king, and so they are over careful.
They should be. Egbe.
You will have to show them friendship, my lord. Let them gain confidence with you. Shower them with gifts. Let them know that you are the greatest among all other kings in the whole nations. And they will be free to stand before you once more and speak their minds. Now, please, my lord.
What do you think?
This letter is contrary to the instructions left by Consul General Moore.
Yes, but we are here, and the actions of the Benin King continue to stifle trade. It cannot go on.
Our latest instructions were to postpone the expedition.
You did read the letter?
Yes.
All of it?
Yes, sir.
The priceless artworks, the bronze, the ivory. It's all enough to pay for this war.
In the presence of Emidu, witness this day the giving away of my priceless daughter, Evaha Okun, to one no less deserving. Oh, Logbo say.
Umagun va talk be. Ise. No you no we soma. Ovi odo de no han mwete. E ko bono lo, e koko ge no muse. Oba ma no go do awe apamuna. Ovi keke ze no ma go mi ke wo terele ya kan. O tutu no mo kan. Uvun sisi no wo kan re. Umo die yin no wo kan gbo konyo re. Iga pi gogo de kumelu we mla dia. O herere mu me ha me. No ehia ve gumele nu e. Keke na me yi ze você. Beni no gie. Don je mo ria se gbogie. Umogun ra tok pe. Let
the ceremonies continue.
You know, we still haven't heard from the king yet. I think I'm going to suggest to Phillips that we send another messenger to tell the king that the acting consul is still waiting for him. Ah, Amori Bama. Oh, my friend. Amori Bama, how are you?
Oh, Book, you are welcome. Where are you heading to again?
We're going to Benin.
Benin?
Yeah, Benin.
It's a monopoly well for coming. Yeah, the ceremony just began a few days back, and I wonder, I doubt if he will grant you audience at this particular time.
Oh, okay, well, Consul Phillips has told us to rest here for a few days in Ogotown, while you go and tell him of our arrival.
Oh, fine, fine. Where are they now?
They're in the camp.
Oh, then let us go and get them and have a spare room where you can keep your things.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, Amori Bama, my friend, I will give you plenty dash for that room.
You give me dash? Hey, boy, so thank you very much.
Osoji, what is this? That drum message is a key. The white men are approaching Benin.
Why? Without a notice?
I beg you to excuse me to go and send Okawiobe to stop them.
I don't know. The Beninese are very busy at this time with the Agwe festival and do not need such distractions. Did you not tell them, Chief Edogo?
They insisted.
It is a short meeting.
Meeting? Our Oba is in retreat and does not hold meetings. Long or short? Now, leave and come back another time.
When?
2 months.
2 months? 2 months. We have come too far. We need to achieve our mission.
What is your mission, white man? You have come to traduce our customs and tradition. Is it by force to receive visitors?
We have come to bring greetings to Oba and introduce myself as the acting consul.
You keep your greetings to yourself. Our Oba does not need it. Now, don't you dare the kingdom! And what are hidden in these boxes? Open them.
We have gifts for your majesty.
Our Oba does not need a gift either. Now will my name bring me fame. Fame in distress. Now will my fame bring me fortune. A broken fortune. How now can I sing the cracked melodies of the night insect? Tearing the stillness of the darkest night. I will see the white man.
No. Your Majesty. No! 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 Your Majesty. No! Your Majesty. No! Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
This is an unprovoked aggression against the custom and tradition. No, Your Majesty. If we have denied others this privilege before, what? Why are we trying to patronize the white man? Why?
Your greatness, no one defies Benin. We shall fight with the last breath in us to protect our customs and traditions.
Yes, Eliano! Eliano by this.
Wake up! Wake up! On your feet! Wake up!
We continue the journey to Benin now.
Sons of our fathers. The bond that bonds us is one of wisdom and of life. I have heard your words. Meet the white man. Show him why we cannot receive him now. Prepare a place for them in Ugoton. We shall receive them to the palace after the ceremonies. Let no harm befall the white man.
How much further we got to go?
I greet you, white man. I also bring greetings from His Royal Majesty.
I am acting consul, James Phillips. And this.
Spare me, white man. Spare me. So you deliberately refused all entreaties not to enter Benin. The Oba sent us to tell you not to enter Benin.
What is this? We are not happy with the Oba. and his refusal to meet the white man after 4 years of signing the treaty.
You do not step on my tongue, white man. And I refuse that foul language for His Majesty.
Yes, sir.
I am the direct representative of Idukbawa. Not the foreign I do. The Oba sent us to ask you to go back to Uwatom, to the place we have prepared for you. Until the ceremonies are over, then you will be invited.
Why can we not see him now?
Oh, I can see. I can see. You've been traveling these several days, so you've not had time to wash the shit off your ears. And so you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. You, talk to him. Talk to him. You will go back with your men to Ugoton, to the place we already prepared for you. Our men are there to receive you.
I think you should carry out the advice, Consul Phillips. Any further step to Benin is a step towards disaster.
No man will hold the British Empire to ransom. No man will dictate to the British Empire how they conduct their trade talks and other matters.
God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
I leave you to your fate.
Suit yourself, Chief.
Cowards!
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 Hamilton,
Sir.
Get the men ready. Today, we march on Benin and depose the fetish king priest. Hamilton, get the guns!
In the anus of the tortoise. We must be ready when the tortoise grips. Gods of our fathers, Agwe is life. I see death. Agwe is peace. I hear the sounds of war. Oshodi, lead me into my thoughts. When death kills the Odionwe and his assistant, there is no hiding place for the people.
Gentlemen, 2 divisions shall follow, 1 each to Alamo and Sapporo. The city shall fall in 3 days. We march now! Sir! This is not our target, gentlemen. But these captured men can give us current information on the city. We march on to Benin!
My lord of Kayogbe, the white men are approaching Benin, my lord.
White men?
Yes, my lord. They have finished everyone in the Kewa with their magic fire, my lord.
Magic fire?
Yes, my lord.
Osodi. Oforame commits his household into your hands.
Wa talk pe Omogun.
Yes, sir.
Omogun wa talk pe.
Yes, sir.
Your Majesty.
Take your men. Go towards Ekewa. Stop the white men from coming into Benin.
As your lordship pleases.
Faithful servants to the kingdom, let the festival of fire begin.
Yes, Baba. Hey, man, I'm back there now. I'm saying, man, Ryuta. This is the place where the man fought and died. It's more dignifying than this is the point where he defected into the bush.
Well said, the Ologo said. Well said.
Well said.
The white man has never been honest about his true intentions. But now we know that his true intentions go beyond the elephant tusks, rubber trees, pepper, and the hospitality of our people. It was our land he wanted all this.
Yes! He was bidding his time. Now, we shall seize the time from here. Where is the Lord Isomo?
Keeping watch top remote here.
Whatever the wood insect gathers on his own head, it carries them. Now, I'm proceeding to meet the white man, where we shall grapple it eyeball to eyeball.
With the mystic waters of the gods, I shall be present. I shall be present, yet invisible. I shall be there, yet alive. Cover me from the evil that is planned against me.
Bloody bastard!
Faithful Septapiera, the gods are with you. Osanogodua, Akpamagbaye, Oriole, and the 200 gods of Benin Empire go with you. Where are you headed now?
Sokomba, my lord. I hear it's raining like fire there.
Then go! Go, quench and douse the conflagration in that place.
Your Majesty.
Portuguese and the Dutch may have left quite a sizable cache of arms in the hand of these natives.
Yes.
Umogu, this is dangerous. This is not safe.
Where will I now go?
Hey, can you hear, Your Majesty? Can you hear?
This is the land of my fathers. Here they lived, and here they joined their ancestors. Tubawa, Obiadolo, will your own case be different?
Oba Atokbe, Ekmenowa, the white man must not come and capture you here. Oh, they will do to you what they did to Nana of Ishakiri. And, oh, God forbid, they may do even worse.
Take my family. Take them to my mother's at Use.
What about you, Your Majesty?
The white man has entered it. How? How? The blockade has been very effective here. How did they pass? Perhaps they got in through Ologo. Why? Ovorame needs protection.
Yes, my lords! You will hold forth here while we proceed to the palace. The cause of our lords! How would you?
You see me have to leave this place. Now, Izomo, yes, where will I go? Oh, find some place in the... Yes, I have always been the Ekbenowa, the home leopard. Remember? I do, my lord. Why will I now venture into another territory?
The home leopard. I have ordered my boys to build a place for you, as discussed. It is safe. You shall return back to the throne of our fathers.
My lord, everywhere is on fire.
My lord, the white man has set Benin on fire. Everywhere, my lord.
What camp are you from?
I knew it.
What? Where's the king? It's the same question I'm asking.
Izamo, Vorame has gone far.
Where do we start looking for him now?
Let us begin with Obaseki.
It's just that.
yourself. Come on. Summon this one here.
Sir, we have searched everywhere and couldn't find the king.
Everywhere?
Everywhere, sir. Nothing. Only this.
Hoist the flag.
Yes, sir.
God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
God save the Queen.
It was good of you to come, Chief Obaseki.
Thank you, Captain Rupert.
I know that you will help us to search for your king of our army.
It will be my pleasure.
The king, or should I say the ex-king, trusts you.
Apart from being my king, he is also my very good friend.
So there will be no problem for you to bring him to me.
That will not be so easy.
Oh? Why is that?
He is Uku Apollo. He will cut your tongue. Look, he is the Oba. I cannot command my Oba.
But you have just told me he is your friend.
Then, with all the things that you have done to Benin, the man will be foolish to think he can trust you with his life.
So you are wanting assurances of safety?
Not just assurances of safety for him, but also some authority for me. You see, the Oba has to believe something. It has to be that I act under your authority.
I give you my authority then. But the Oba, he needs to come here of his own volition so that we can settle the palaver of the killing of the white men. If he does not come, and my boys get to him first, it will not be good for him.
No problem at all. He will be here. He will be here. Captain Rupert, when will the big white man arrive?
Oh, in the next day or two.
Your Honor, Captain Rupert, I crave your indulgence. Let me go and make contact with you.
Thank you, Chief Obaseki. Let the search party move eastward toward Agbo. Alaboshiri must be captured and brought here to me.
Yes, sir. You too.
And you, take some natives and go and clean up the city in readiness for the visit of Consul General Moore.
Right away, sir.
We beg the white man. Beg! Beg! Why are you begging him? Why? A man comes into your house, uninvited, and he desecrates your father's shrine, and all you do is beg, huh?
I can understand your passion, Chief Obiyoana, but it doesn't change the fact that you and your boys attacked and killed 7 white men.
And What were they doing, trespassing on my land?
They were unarmed.
Aha! They were unarmed, but they were one, not once, but thrice.
The gods bear us witness. We were provoked.
We were challenged! Challenged! In my own land! Ha!
You have a choice. You can go into the bush and fight alongside your friends, Al-Bashiri. But be warned, if you do that, we will still come for you.
Oh, bugger, talk me!
God save that queen.
That sounds like Isomo.
Your Highness, it's the noble Isomo.
Your Majesty, Isomo, faithful servant of our fathers, you are welcome. I hope you are well. The gods are with us.
My father.
Ego Basini. Oh, my son. How well your name manifests these days. Uswalele. Rise, my son, rise. Yoachabukun, my daughter. I did not see the fire when you saw it.
My father, we brought food for you.
Oh, my precious daughter. Hunger took flight the moment the rain of fire began.
Father, why is the white man burning everywhere?
I'll tell you that. He wants to prove to us that the color of his skin is not a true reflection of his heart. We must not give up at this time.
When are you coming back to the palace?
Soon, my daughter. Very soon. Isomo.
Your Majesty.
In rain or in rain, we shall return to the palace.
Obatokbe. What do you want from me? Leave me alone. Your masters want free trade. Now they have it. Why can't you leave me alone? Leave my people alone!
Now move it!
Orame will now step forward and submit to the white man.
Shut up! Shut up!
Your Excellency, I humbly request that our Oba pay homage in private.
Either Orame will do so now, or he can go back into hiding.
Umogu, Watokbe, the walls are falling already, and the roof cannot continue to stand for long. Watokbe, Umogu, think of the land and the people. Think of Benin, Your Majesty. Oba Atokbe.
I will not bow to the white man. You enter my kingdom uninvited. Plunder my land and resources. You desecrate the altars of my ancestors. Disrupt my solemn worship. You maim, you kill, you burn everything in sight. And you expect me, Idubawa, son of Adala, whom leopard of Benin Kingdom, to prostrate before you?
Oba Atokbe! Oba Atokbe!
Umogu Atokbe!
Shut up! You are hereby deposed as King of Benin.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Move!
I'm left with no choice. Orame will have to be exiled to Calabar. He is never to return to Benin again.
Move!
Swallows the elephant will have no room for another animal. Ebo more. You have bitten the sweet, bitter bile of fame and power. But remember, none lasts, nor will your life.
So they set up a kangaroo court, using their people both as judge and jury. They even defended the natives too. Not that they defended them, though. My king was exiled to Calabar for the next 16 years. Ovromwe Nogbaisi died on January 1914. And the colonial government, till now, have not released his death certificate to his family. Your Honor, these artifacts are more than pots and trinkets. They are a history of my people.
It is my judgment here today that this young man, although misguided, is not guilty of the crime of theft. However, it is beyond the ability of this court and this judge to determine the actual ownership of the artwork in question. I hope my judgment will help our visitor pursue a legal path. I recommend that he contact the International Court of Justice. If anyone can help him with the return of these artifacts, it will be them. And I wish you good luck.
The court rises.
Like a thief in the night they came, booms of cannon and guns, destruction, grief and pain, as darkness covered the sun. Brave warriors lost command, strange men looted and seized our land. They bound you in lock and chains, took you far, far away from your domain. They took my king away. he's gone. The last African king. Okay, where he's gone. The last African king. Now by sea he's gone. The last African king. Okay, where he's gone. The last African king. So long. The last so long, so long, so long. He's gone. The last African king. Now by sea he's gone. The last African king. Okay, where he's gone. The last African king. So long, so long, so long. The last African king. Now by sea he's gone. The last African king. Okay, where he's gone. The last African king. Now by sea he's gone. The last African king. So long, so long, so long. Like a thief in the night they came, booms of cannon and guns, destruction, grief and pain, as darkness covered the sun. Brave warriors lost command, strange men looted and seized our land. They bound you in lock and chains, took you far, far away from your domain. The last African king. God is gone. The last African king. God, the last African king. God is gone. The last African king. A mighty warrior and king who flew without wings and reigned from coast to coast. Many kings bowed at your feet. Invaders arrived at dawn and turned things upside down. They took my king away. They took my pride.